It's David from Hair by David. This is my model Shelley, and I've already pre-cut her hair into a bob. Shorter at the back, gives it a lot of body, longer in the front, and we've put a fringe in, which I might feather out a little bit afterwards. But what we're going to do on her colour-wise is an ombre balayage. We're going to be hand painting the colour through her hair, and these are the colours we're using with so much excitement. This is the Red B series by Affinage Infinity, and this is magenta, and we are going to be using the B Red in the same brand, and I'm going to do two different colours. We're also going to be adding some of the Kitoko protein additive just to make the hair stronger, keep the condition really good. And because Shelley's hair is so dark, we're going to be using a 9%, which is a 30 volume peroxide. So I'm going to go on and mix the colour, and we'll see you in a sec. All the colours in the bowls. There's the magenta, there's the red. I've put the protein additive in, and I'm now just going to mix the colours up. I do use one of these whisks because if you use your brushes, you do find the bristles bend and curve, and it's very difficult to apply colour properly with a brush with bent and rubbish bristles. So save your brushes, buy a 99p whisk and do it that way. Be a lot easier. So I've mixed the magenta, I'm now mixing the red. Right, it's all mixed, all done, and I'm going to start applying the colour in a second. What we're going to do now first of all is section the hair into 4 sections. So we're going to do quarters, do the 2 sides. Sectioning is very important because it gives you a direction on where to work and place the colour, instead of just trying to move hair out of the way, and it can get a bit fiddly. So we've got 2 there, then we go straight down the middle at the back. Put the back up. And put the back up. And there we have our 4 sections. I'm going to start underneath on this section here. I think I'm going to put in the red first. So it's taking a section, holding it very, very tightly so you get a lot of tension. Colour on the brush, and you literally paint it on. Away from the root. The more you get down to the end, the thicker the colour goes on. So what you've got is a gradual blend from root, and then you have a solid tip. Do the same again over this side. And then the last piece over this side. As we get higher up and the hair gets longer, the method will change slightly because of the length of the hair. It's going to be a lot easier to do on longer hair. Right, so I am actually going to take my next section, and I'm actually going to take it at an angle. I don't want everything to be in straight lines. I want it to flow, and I want it to blend, and most of all, I do want it to show the cut, to show the hair cut off. I'm now going to do my second section, which is the magenta, which, as you can see, because the hair is longer, it is a bit easier to do. Paint the ends on, and you just let the colour drop. There is no need for covering or doing any heat on it. This is an off-scalp high lift colour. Here's going to be our second section on the left hand side. Just remember to hold that tension. Brush it on very lightly in the middle and go heavier towards the side ends. And then just brush onto the ends and a bit of a heavier texture. Right, now we are going to do a red one again. Take my section. Brush it on lightly, heavier on the ends, so it melts in. It's going to fade in. We don't want any blunt lines anywhere. Do my next section. Start off lightly. There we go. So we've done a red, a magenta, a red, and I'm going to carry on through there. Yeah, just tell me when you're filming.
Yes.
Are you filming?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Stop. Right, I've done the sides and the back of Shelly's hair. We're now going to go through the top. And I'm going to change the angle of the section slightly so they almost look like petals. So I've done all my red, my magenta. I'm now going to do another magenta one. Still painting it on in the same method, very, very lightly in the middle, and then I'm going to try and go a teeny bit closer to the roots. Now we're going near the top of the hair. And then thick on the ends again. And then just let it drop. Right, I'm going to move to the other side. I've done a red one on this side, so obviously I'm going to do magenta now.
A bit of a job.
I'm going to take a section that way, I think. Right, comb it up, don't get the fringe all mixed in. I'm still holding very, very firm. The hair is staying on the head, so it's not that firm. Closer to the root as we're getting near the top. And keep on painting. Keep on painting. And keep the colour consistency thick at the ends so that you get a good colour blend, which is what we're looking at. Right, I've got about 2 more sections to do, and I am going to go. I think I'm going to do this in 2 sections. I'm going to take this section back. And I'm going to do it in red, and like I said, closer to the root because we're near the top. Just make sure you've got that tension all the time. It's most important. Two more sections here, I think I'll do it. I'm going to do a magenta. And I think I'm going to end a red around the face. Right, one more section to go in the front, and then I'm going to concentrate on the fringe area, because I'm going to do the fringe slightly different. So let's get this bit out of the way. I do like the high lift intense colours. They do come out very vibrant. Although Shelley's already got a colour on her hair that she did about 3 or 4 weeks ago, this still should break through and lift it up to the colours that we want. I'm going to concentrate on Shelley's fringe now. As you can see, it's a full fringe, although she does sometimes wear it over to the side. As I said, when I have finished the whole colour, I am going to feather it out a little bit and take some of the weight out. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is the colour through the fringe, which I'm going to do side slots. So when it comes out, it should come out random different colours through the fringe. And I'm going to start off with magenta, because as you can see, our last colour over here was red, and I'm going to cover that one grey hair that I've just seen. Sorry, there was only one. We'll get rid of it. Right, and then I'm going to take another horizontal, is it horizontal? Yeah, horizontal section. Oh. And this will be in the red. Right, so we're doing exactly the same, just feather it through and then go very heavy on the roots. Now, I am putting the colour on going from right to left, even though Shelley wears her fringe from left to right, so it will come out opposite when I've finished. So the first one to overlap will be magenta, then red, and then back into magenta again, because that will be the last section that I am doing now. Right, so I'm going to take that one a little bit back to get some of the hairline in.
Right now at Homebase, there's 3 for 2 on all Dulux interior paint.
Right, there we go. Colours applied. Make sure it's all away from the face. You don't want too much stainage. I'll wipe that off in a sec. And we're going to now process this colour for half an hour, and we'll be back. Thanks. Right, this is the colour. It's been about 40 minutes. I'm going to take the colour off now. I'm going to be using a shampoo's formulated for coloured hair and a conditioner formulated for coloured hair, and then I'm going to blow dry with a drop of Moroccan argan oil, and I'll show you the finished product later. This is the colour afterwards outside in the sun. As you can see, it's a lot brighter than indoors. Unfortunately, the sun's gone in, but you can still see the colours are fairly bright. I think if I get this side and show the back, you can actually see the colours a lot better, and that underneath. And it just falls nice as well, with the red falling over the top. The haircut's finished, the colour's finished. As you could see from outside, it was very bright, very vibrant, and as I said, it will fade up as the washing goes. I also, before I blow dried it, I did use a drop of my Moroccan oil, because it's absolutely fantastic stuff. And we've now finished. This is the finished product, and I'd just like to say thanks to my model, and don't forget to press subscribe. Don't forget to press subscribe, and my Facebook page is Hair by David, and I've also got an Instagram account, David Lloyd 1234. Thanks very much.